What would you rather have? Security or freedom? Safety? What do you choose? And the reason I'm asking, and again, to discuss this tension about the conflict that we're seeing and the conflict that I'm feeling regarding a police state versus freedom, is that throughout time, tyrants have arisen and they've used crises of various sorts to arrogate to themselves more power, all right? And most of us don't want to live in a police state, but we also don't want roaming gangs. We don't want gangs, violent gangs. We don't want to fear for our lives. We want order. We want safety. And so, as I've watched people say on Fox News who have been commenting on what happened in New York City with Eric Gardner being choked to death, I have been shocked at the number of commentators who have sided with the police. And I'm shocked because it's so egregious. I mean, it's not even like they're giving pause. They're just defending the officer's right to do this. I mean, come on. It's excessive force. You're going to choke a man so violently that he actually dies over selling cigarettes, 1 and 2? He could have written the man a ticket. He could have written him an appearance warrant and just released him right on the spot. Just a summons. Say, all right, look, I'm going to write you this summons. You got a court date at 9 a.m. about this. And then put it in the judge's lap. The judge can dismiss it, or the judge can say, issue a warrant, he's not here. If he didn't show up for his court date, the judge can issue a warrant for his arrest. In other words, de-escalate. De-escalate. But instead, they brought in policeman after policeman, and from the video I saw, all of them were white until it looked like a black female showed up. And they wrestled the man to the ground, just ground his face into the pavement, choked him so violently that he died. I don't want to live in that. I don't want to live in that. If that's the price of security, I don't want it. I don't want it. I'd rather have everyone armed. I'd rather have a country, say, well, what do you want, the Old West, the Wild West? Well, for all of the talk about the danger of the Wild West, it was actually pretty civilized. I think it was George Washington, our first president, who spoke of the most civilized society is a well-armed society. If you're in a room and everyone has a gun, then no one wants to get out of control, all right? No one wants to escalate. The ability for people to defend themselves, the ability for people to not need to call 911, but to defend themselves, see, that's liberty. And there's a level of security that comes with that liberty because you are allowed to protect yourself. And that's why some of these states have created laws that spell out the ability of self-defense, such as in Florida, the Stand Your Ground law. So, I don't know, I'm musing out loud about this because I get nervous when people on the right wing, conservatives, the religious right, talk about the need for obedience to authority and the need for order, and the police are right, they're the police, we should listen to them, and he should have done what they told him. There's truth in all of that. There really is. But the police aren't always right. And I don't want to live in a police state. The police come from us. It's we the people, all right? I don't want the police to think that they are omnipotent and that we have to follow their orders whenever they give us an order. I don't want to live there. I don't want to be in that state. And I think it was Teddy Roosevelt who said, if you won't obey the 10 commandments, then you're going to end up with 10,000 commandments. And I think that that's a part of what is going on now, is that our country has so collapsed in its morals that there are good people who want police to save us. Yes, and like people on Fox, all these people that are defending what the police officer did up in New York City. No, let me tell you, before I take this break, let me tell you the difference between a right-wing tyrant and a left-wing tyrant. The left-wing tyrant will take his foot off of your neck once in a while to let you breathe. I have been a leader in the pro-life movement for 30 years, and sadly we have not prevailed in our goal to make it a criminal act to kill an unborn baby. There's reasons why we have failed. I wrote this book, A Humble Plea, to Catholic bishops, to evangelical clergy, and to lay people, explaining where we went wrong and what we have to do to prevail. We've made this available as a PDF online for free. I encourage you to go and download your own copy. We have put together what we call an online university for you. Now that's a highfalutin way of saying that we have a pretty significant library of material, books, tapes, videos that are there for you for free. Why are we doing this? Because America is desperate for new leaders, and because this material could help you to become the leader that you and God want you to be. Check it out and enjoy it.